Alrighty then, let's get the show on the road. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. I don't know how long I'll stream today. I'm editing down my stream from yesterday, the 4-hour Wartail stream, and that took up most of my morning. And I'll probably need a decent bit of the afternoon to get that done. I want to get that edited down ASAP, because obviously this week I'll be too busy to actually do it. Plus, I got to do my weekly Q&A today. Good morning, Rab. Good morning, Kyuki. Raviel, obsolete. I just have some basic prep to do before Tuesday. I don't know what that means, not mouse. You mean like Gil? Because if you mean real money, I mean, I don't think that's any of your business. Good morning, Garrett. Good morning, Kat. Azzy. I need to add 1 to the total, mind you, because we had Winter's stream from yesterday. Oh, right. Sorry. It's set to Wartails for game capture. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up. Good morning, Gref. Good morning, Shu. Because I don't craft to make Gil, ever. I don't know what that question means, Star. Yeah, I never craft. Ever. So, that's why I was confused. The only Gil that I make is just selling the materials more than anything. I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to have somebody craft me a bunch of pots. Because I don't need any crafted gear. I still don't understand. Are you asking when more, like... Are you asking for server transfers? Because, I mean, that depends on the server population. I mean, they open it up when the populations go down. Or the populations shift and go. And if they're locked, they're not going to get unlocked unless the population is down, so... Well, the thing is I won't need any crafted gear. I'm just going to give someone all the mats and have them make me pots. Be like, what do you need for pots and food? Sure, here you go. And then that's it. I'll just have someone else do it. It's funny because I have the gear to do it myself. And I probably still won't. Like, look at where's my cull gear? There you go. See? Maybe I should actually just do it myself for once. Like... Look at this. Yeah, I'm not grabbing crafted gear till the... Whatever, like, the week before. What the hell? Why is that happening? Yeah, I don't really try to make... I mean, I just don't need to. Gil's so easy to make. I don't have to craft to make Gil. But, like, I have all... The only thing I don't have is anything above the cosmic frying pan. Which, quite frankly, I probably don't give a shit about, in all honesty. No, I'm not going to make food now. There's new food on Tuesday. Oh, you mean like on Tuesday, do that? I wouldn't make that much food. It would take me like an hour at most to make all the food I'd need. I don't need 999 food. Take me like a minute a synth to do 60 cents. I'm probably all set for the tier. Why would you want crafted for the EX trial? It's an EX trial. Who needs crafted gear for... You know what? I say that knowing full well the PF probably needs it. Yeah, it's an extreme trial. I don't fucking need crafted gear for that. Press your buttons and don't get killed, and there you go, you beat it. Good morning, Alice. I'm gonna pay millions of gil to do an EX trial. Yeah, but I'll have everything I need from the EX trial day one, so I don't have to worry about that. Plus, I just make my own parties. I'll make my own party for it on Tuesday morning. Because I'm going to be rushing the EX trial and then making my own PF. Oh yeah, part of my prep, I need to see if my alt has 7.3's MSQ done. Yeah, it's just not much of a concern. Yeah, so I'll get some tomes from this. I think I'm going to do 2 hunt trains and then go into, what's it called? Occult Crescent and get my chests respawn. So the only bit of prep I really need to do, I want 2,000 tomes because I want crafted mats. So that's going to convert to what, another like 500 tomes. And then I will cap out 6 silver chests and 30 bronze chests in Occult Crescent. Also, if I can get any carrots, if I cap at 30 and I plan to still hang out there, I should try to open some chests to see if I get some carrots. Because if I get carrots before the patch, that would be nice. Yeah, life's easy in this game, man. Just make gills so easy. I mean, I could do whatever I want with my guy. I could spend it frivolously if I wanted to. I have 525 million. I just have no reason to. Only thing I could spend it frivolously on is unnecessary or things that don't really matter to me. I do have to unlock the Esthetician, by the way, because we did hit that goal. 700 subs. I think we'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to do my egg cracks tomorrow, too. Because we'll probably get to 3 egg cracks by tomorrow. And unlock my Like a Dragon playthrough. The hell? Oh, phone! Wait, what the heck? I'll have to check that later, I guess. Egg cracks? Yeah, for it to submer. It's because you realistically are, Shkizo. You just don't need Gil in this game. Gil is there for either not spending because you don't need to, or spending it as soon as you get it because you don't like making Gil, but you want all the things. You either amass it because it's worthless, or you spend it constantly because you have no self-control. And there's really no in-between. Which one of my hard drives is doing that? One of my hard drives keeps, like, resetting. And I don't remember which one it is plugged in over there. That's the best part about Gil in Final Fantasy XIV. Can make so much, and I don't need any of it. We got 6 minutes. So yeah, I'll catch 2 hunt trains. I was going to wait until... I could also just wait until tomorrow to cap to 2,000 tomes. I could just do 1, because I kind of want to get into Occult Crescent. I'm probably not streaming more than like 3 or 4 hours today, because I'm going to be live a lot this week. I got a busy, busy week ahead of me. I got a busy next, like, 6 weeks ahead of me. Once patch stuff calms down, I gotta focus on moving stuff. Like, after this week, after I get all my patch content out, I'm probably gonna start going through and working on moving stuff. Gil is essential in 14. Sure, if you're poor. You're rich, you don't need it for shit. Well, generally, you're rich because you don't need it for anything. Well, you only get tomes from OC if you're actually doing critical engagements, which I probably won't be doing. No, we didn't give a shit about Savage when it came to the moving time. It just worked out. Our move is not going to be too bad. We don't really have that many belongings to move into the new house. And like the few things we do have, we're going to be selling or getting rid of a lot of them. I've already been doing that a little bit. Making fun of the peasants. Listen, Gil is so easy to make in this game that if you don't have Gil, I know it's just because you don't want to do it. I love when people go, dude, how do I make Gil in this game? And you go, well, you can do this, 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 or this. And I go, yeah, but I don't want to do any of that. And I'd be like, well, then go be poor. What can I tell you? There's not a, that's what the answer is. Well, then go be poor. Yeah, I run treasure maps occasionally. I like to do them for fun. I mean, I didn't buy my yen. I got it from a treasure map. Good morning, Dorgan. I'm capped. Still need it. See, that's what I mean, though. You're either poor enough to need every single gil, or you're so rich that it just amasses. The patch drops this Tuesday. That's why it says it. I'll be in Occult Crescent a lot later this week for patch. Tuesday I'll mostly just like focus on getting everything done, but Wednesday onward I'll probably be going hard in Occult Crescent. The Chocobo light fall. Oh, no, I moved it. I mean, it did fall off the wall. It hasn't been on the wall in a while. It stopped sticking to the wall ages ago. So I just do that. Yeah, the adhesive gave up. It's been like that for a while now. Yeah, I came in one day and it was just off, and so I stuck it back to the wall, and then the next day I came back and it was off again, and I'm like, alright, I guess it doesn't want to stay. I had a feeling the adhesive to this thing wasn't going to be super great. I mean, you can just stick another adhesive on it, but by the time it fell off, we already knew we were moving. So it's like, not going to lie, they better sell the Angry Yen one. Yeah, I didn't want to stick anything that might peel the paint off the wall or anything. Just to get it back up there. Yen? Yeah, they have an in-game one, babe, for Angry Yens coming on Tuesday. It's that, but an Angry Yen in-game. For you non-Final Fantasy IX players, the Angry Yen is actually the normal Yen. The good yen is the rare yen. Cats are never... Yeah, no, they're never going to be ready. Like, you can tell them all you want. Hey, we're...
KK_Tina just cheered 1,000 bits.
You know the drill, Tia. Also, that's a wheel spin. Where is my spinner? There it is. Two times purple. Oh my god. Oh, it's Joel time. Oh, Joel. I hate Joel. No, not that one. Oh, right. I replaced Joel's image with that. Hold on. I need a different... I need to find the Joel image because I used it to show something. Where'd I put you, Joel? No, not the return of Joel. We don't like Joel. Joel is a punishment.
Just subscribed. Lahi everybody.
Lahi indeed. And then let me do that. Thank you, Akakaze, for the 39 months. I'll add that to the total and get rid of the wheel. Wahi to you as well. Joel's having a grand old time, as you can tell. Joel is having such a grand old time. This fucking fish. Oh, it's alright. Beneath the Joel, I have coffee. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Is that Jolie with is that Joel with a Christmas hat? Holly Jolie Christmas. That's right. No, it's not Joel Claus. Joel looks so enthusiastic to be here. So very enthusiastic. Santa Joel's. No. It's definitely not Yan Claus. Yan Claus will kill you. He will kill you. Yeah, I'll just catch the 100. We'll see if maybe I'll do some CEs inside of what's it called to get some tomes there too. Because I do just need to respawn the chest, but I normally do that by farming gold pieces. It's a lot less effort. I need to see how many chests I even have spawned. Hello, Dante. Hello, hello. No, I haven't tried E33 yet. No, after Octopath Zero is Dispatch. I'm probably not touching the new stuff in Expedition until I play through it again for my PlayStation Platinum. Figure I can just save it. Which is going to be after I take care of all the incentive stuff. Oh, right. I need to get my raid schedule so I can figure out when I'm doing the fish train for that incentive. You feel powerful is what you want to say, Akakaze. Very powerful. Yeah, I also haven't played since all the nerfs. Granted, I actually wasn't a big Mael abuser when I played. I didn't use her, like, Omega power crit move very much. I used it at the very end of one fight, and that was pretty much it. Well, I mean, we'll see. I think I'm only raiding Tuesday and Sunday this coming week. And then we can't raid for like 6 days because somebody's going to be away for the holidays. Alright, have a go on, Mouse. Or Moose. Well, I mean, the big thing was that they nerfed her, like, Omega Crazy move. Still good, just not Omega Crazy anymore. I haven't played since they did all those balance changes. Yeah, but you had a move that was doing like 4 billion. And then they dropped it down. And then it was only doing several 100 million, Smile. Good morning, Cal. Probably won't mess around with HP sliders and all that stuff. Don't worry, I'm just getting my tomes capped. Just looking nice and normal here to get my tomes capped. I have something on my head? No. That is my head. I am my scars! Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear. Good morning, David. Oh my god, coffee. The coffee in my body feels so good. Bandana fish. No, that's just my face. I hate him, but that's just my face. Death to Joel. I should have named a party member in War Tales yesterday Joel and just instantly killed them. Honestly, disappointed with myself. Why didn't I do that? That game was so good, man. I've been thinking about it since I finished playing yesterday. I'm not killing Joel, I'm killing Joel. I would never kill Joel. I would only kill Joel. Kill him and grill him. Good. I actually slept pretty well last night, but Cinnamon decided to wake me up at 5 in the morning. He let me get back to bed for a little bit, thankfully. There we go, some freshly grilled Joel. Joel chops. Joel filet. Today on the menu, we have a nice fresh filet of Joel. You are almost a Joel sandwich. Deserved. Now I want a sandwich. I had rice for breakfast. That's all. As Sophie put it, the tribe's eating good. If I wrap Joel in rice, can I call it Jolie-giri? Why are you giving me that look? You ever had just rice before? Just rice sometimes hits. Really well-made rice? Sometimes it just hits. Sometimes your body just needs something simple. Listen, would it make you feel better if I said last night I had macaroni and cheese and short ribs? Homemade at that? What? Why are you hawing me again? It was. Sophie's sister made it. It was very good. I devoured it. And then we played the new Jackbox, which was really fun. I think I know which of those 5 games will probably play on my birthday for the sub reward. The word game for sure, but probably also the drawing game. The word game is probably the only one we can realistically play. The drawing one should be fine. I'm not very good at the drawing ones, but I always find them funny. Depends. The drawing ones, it really depends on the format of it. But the word ones, I'm very good at the word games. In fact, I did win the word game last night. Because my brain just comes up with the strangest solutions. And in case you couldn't tell from watching my stream, sometimes the words that come out of my mouth are just... they probably should stay in my mouth. And as such, I'm very good at any Jackbox games that largely involve coming up with clever things to say. Because I am very fucking clever, if I may say so myself. And if you say that I can't say it, well then, heck you. Said Joel, who is the streamer right now. Is that a fish on my head? No. Joel is the streamer right now. Nope. Joel's just visiting. Joel already said, heck you. Joel's got to get back in the water where fish live and don't die. No, the next expansion will not be in 2026. Expansions are roughly 2.5 years apart from each other. So we had, the last one was in July, so you can expect it in early 2027. And we already, I mean, we just know the schedule. If you played the game long enough, you just know how the schedule works. It would be unreasonable to expect, because effectively, the last FanFest is on Halloween, and you usually want at least 3 months after that before the next expansion releases. You know? So there you go. I don't know that I've ever had eggnog, Garrett. Good morning, Aura. His name is Joel, and we hate him. Yeah, January, February 2027 is most likely. Remember when we delayed Endwalker by 1 week? And it was and it was the most apologetic thing that we've ever experienced. Like, we delayed it 1 week. I'm so sorry for disgracing you and your family. Never had eggnog? No. Never had a reason. I probably have, but it left so little of an impact that I just don't believe I've ever had it. Or, and it's like only happened once at most in that case. You would never. He would never. Yeah, next year is going to be big on the news cycles. Listen, my family had fucking vodka on. Like, they didn't have eggnog. They're just like, okay, we can have eggnog, or we can just make real fucking drinks. And they didn't give me shit. I had Coke. I had Coke the drink. They had Coke the powder. Could have been worse. Yeah, could have been the other way around. That would have definitely been worse. Could combine them. I mean, to be fair, isn't that what Coca-Cola used to do anyway? They're like, this is going to be real exciting for you. I'm not going to lie, I never truly understood the validity of that claim, but I just like it as a joke. All the same. How many tomes do I actually need? I'm at 1,200. Trying to figure out how much I needed to get to 2,000. That's half my prep is getting to 2,000 tomes. I'm not gonna lie. Sophie says I'm a psychopath, but I prefer warm sodas. Not flat sodas, but like an unopened room temperature can of soda. Assuming that it's not fucking 80 billion degrees where you live. It makes it easier to handle the fizz. I like room temperature soda. What do you mean? It's not warm, it's room temperature. Same with a bottle of water. Sometimes I just want a room temperature bottle of water. You just reach for a can and grab it. Room temp is, yeah, same with like a 2-liter. My family would just have a 2-liter of soda. Just, we wouldn't even put it in the fridge. We would just have it there. If you wanted it cold, put some ice in it. It makes it nice and smooth going down, so I can just get my sugar rush. Yeah, I was saying how you think I'm a psycho. Just drink juice. No, I gotta have my juice cold. Smile. Hello, Purple. I could do warm, warm soda. Well, not warm. I keep saying warm. Warm is not a correct descriptor. Room temperature. I would not like an actual warm soda. Like, if somebody left a soda in their car in the middle of the summer, that shit's getting canned, alright? No, warm beer is not good. Yeah, it's more accurate to say room temp, because like I'm thinking like if the room temperature is about 65 to 70 degrees, the can's probably some degrees below that even. Warm implies like you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. I would not want that. That's psycho. If somebody was ever like, hold on, I need to warm my Coca-Cola up in the oven. Then I'd be concerned. Just imagine someone like, hey, can you get me a Coca-Cola? Sure, do you want me to heat that up in the oven? I'm gonna ask someone that just for shits and gigs at some point. Hot ice cream. I mean, there is fried ice cream that's basically kind of like hot ice cream. Does she yell at the ice cream too? Coke? Okay, let me get the kettle going. Yeah, that's good. No, definitely don't put it in the microwave. That's bad. Toaster oven, sure. I'm very concerned. Yeah, I prefer hot coffee to cold coffee also. Oh, I gotta do delivery today. Whenever I have to wake up at 3 in the morning, I just do cold coffee instead of hot coffee. It's just way simpler. I gotta grab some from the grocery store today. Like grinding. I need 2,000 tomes.
Chaos.
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 Oh God.
Chaos. Chaos.
Hello, gifties.
Chitana _ gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you for the 5 gifties, Chitana. Let me get to this hunt and then I will add those to the total. There we go. And we need a hair color for you for the bottom of the screen. Have I tried Starbucks? No, because that would imply going to Starbucks, and that's garbage. Especially because I drink cold coffee. I drink black coffee. Yeah, I can last resort Starbucks if I need to. But I will never opt into Starbucks. Also, I actually have tried their cold brew, and I thought it was disgusting. Again, I drink it black, so it just, ugh. I don't think their coffee is made to be had black. I feel like it's made to have sugar in it, so you can cover up your shame. I'm not gonna lie, hot take here, McDonald's coffee better than Starbucks coffee. Unironically, McDonald's coffee better than Starbucks coffee. How do I just said I like my coffee black. What the hell? Why does that keep happening? Ugh. One of my drives is like not loading properly, so it keeps like unplugging and replugging itself. Shout chat does not appreciate room. Were you talking about it in shout chat? Apparently, shout chat has been discussing room temperature soda this whole time. Brazil. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, once you've had like coffee like that, it does change your perspective on coffee as a whole. The first time you have a coffee that's actually decent when it's black, it really does change everything. Like, I'd say for most like at-home coffees people have, or like most places people get coffee, not liking black coffee is a product of it not being good coffee. You know, okay, this is gonna sound narcissistic, but it's also, I'm pretty sure, the truth. I'm pretty sure that everybody hides their chat because of me. I did it when I started making content for this game, and everyone did it. Like, I had never seen anyone do it before, like, for any MMO or any game. And I don't see it for any other game ever. Like, WoW doesn't do it. I don't see any other MMO where anyone actually goes out of their way to hide the chat. I'm doing it since Justin TV. I have never seen anyone cover their chat in any game. I did it because I just didn't want people's chat on my stream. Every game I've ever watched, I've never seen somebody cover their chat. And to this day, I still don't see it outside of Final Fantasy XIV. So sorry, dear. I started it in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm taking credit for it. Justin TV was dead by the time I was partnered. Or it was basically dead. It was still around, but nobody cared anymore. I'm taking credit. I remember somebody asking about that on Reddit back in like 2014. And they were like, why does everyone cover their chat in 14? It's the only game. And someone went, Mr. Happy did it. And I was like, you know what? I'll take it. What do you mean? She wants the sodas in the fridge. It's me who's the psycho. She wants them where they're supposed to be. That's just the result. That's just that's her desired result. That's where they are. At some point, with 14, I think everyone just did it, so every new person that came around did it also. True story. True story. Sometimes when I buy Diet Coke for Sophie, I put some in the fridge and then I take some from the second container and drink those instead. Sometimes I do that. I'll put like 36 of them in the fridge and then I'll take one from the other 36 pack that's not in the fridge. Well, yeah, so cameras in the bottom left is normal, but for most other games, what people end up doing is they just move their chat above their camera or to the right of their camera. Like for a lot of other games, they just move it so that people can see the chat. Or they like make the camera bottom left and then the game is not like full screen so people can see the whole game. That's the thing. It was like bottom left is sensical, but a lot of other like games and categories, they just like make sure the chat is visible. Oh, is that where you super cool it with the where you like wrap it in a wet towel? Yeah, I've seen people. I've never done that, but I've heard about that. You like wrap it in a wet towel, stick it in the freezer for like 5 minutes or like 10 minutes or something, and it just gets cold. You sure could. Man, some of the things Sophie and I have seen in like RuneScape chats in videos on YouTube were like, content creator? That's not great. Dude, I don't think I could ever stream being from the Grand Exchange. And it'll be in, like, their clan chat, too. Good morning, Carlos. Alright, that's that. Okay, so I'm still 600 short. I could go to another... You know what? I am going to catch a second hunt train. Let's go to Ferry. Yeah, it is. It's just something I've observed over the years. Almost every other game, even if they put their camera in the bottom left, they don't actually hide chat. Like, if they were to leave chat in the same spot, again, outside of 14, they'll just move it so it's visible. Or they'll make it so that it's, like, visible. I don't like that in any game I play. But I see so many games where people just make their chat visible. It might be a little more common nowadays to actually cover it, because there's definitely more concern. But so much of the content I watch for other MMOs, I can see chat at all times. I am surprised. RuneScape especially surprises me with some of the things that are said in RuneScape chats. I'm really surprised the content creators don't make any effort at all. With some of the things that are said, I'm pretty shocked that there's so little effort to ever block out the chat. Especially in competitive games. In competitive games, they especially leave the chat out. Which, some of them really shouldn't. Because, again, some of the things that get said. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe they've got something filtered for it. Yeah, that might be why. That would make sense. It's like actually filtered. Hi, Ivy. Oh, Joel's gone, by the way. Actually, no, Joel's got till the top of the hour. I thought it was 11 o'clock. It's not. Joel's got 10 more minutes. I can't wait till Joel's dead. You know, it was one of the games I used to watch the most where they never covered chat. And, you know, I get why they didn't, but also, Monka, when I used to watch so much League of Legends. So much. No, Joel is going to die. Yeah, Twitch chat could get pretty rowdy. That's the even funnier thing, is to cover up in-game chat and then put Twitch chat on the screen. It's like, wait a minute. What am I afraid of at this point? That's half the reason you watch. Dude, I remember back when one of my favorite reasons to watch a Twitch streamer, who was the League streamer who literally didn't speak for like 7 years and they just played chill music and they just played like crazy good EDM and just like climbed the ranks, and like Gosu? I think that might, yeah, Gosu, there you go. Yeah, it is Gosu. Not gonna lie, was one of my favorites. And then they started speaking, and everyone's like, whoa, 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 I wasn't here for this. It's crazy how much less people watched their stream when they started actually talking. I thought that was fucked up. I still like their stream, but I was already like on the decline of watching League streams, so I was already watching less at that point. Didn't Dietary do it? No, Dietary was just quiet. Dietary didn't just, like, not do anything. Dietary was just a really quiet person. Dude, I was looking through my pictures the other day. I found a picture I have with Freak. I actually, I wonder if I still have the pictures that I took with some of the League people. I had a picture with Rivington, Freak, Reginald, funnily enough. Reginald stopped by the Twitch booth when I was doing a meet and greet. And so he took a picture while I was behind my meet and greet thing. So it looks like Reginald came to my meet and greet. I used to be, a long time ago, I was pals with Trick also. We haven't spoken in a hot minute, but, I was pals with Trick for a little bit. I haven't really kept up with any of my old... I know a few people who still play League, but I haven't kept up with any of them in a while. Best Riven. Oh yeah, I forgot about Riven. I was a hateful person. Yeah, at some point I just watched competitive. I stopped watching anyone who wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just like LCK or LCS or LEC and all that. At some point I just stopped watching individuals. And then I stopped watching competitive also. My friend Annie wanted me to go to MSI this year, and I was just like, yeah, that's not happening. I have some other things happening in my life that are far more important. Not worried about a trip to MSI, which would be very fucking expensive. Use your League experience in customer service. Just mute all. Mute all and then ping spam? How does that help with customer service? The question mark ping? I can't wait till Final Fantasy XIV gets pings. And we get the question mark ping. Honestly, what's funny is Final Fantasy XIV would unironically benefit from a question mark ground marker for like just a like I don't know. I just think it would be a good idea to have a question mark ground marker if you're like unsure about something, or if it's like a random person could be assigned something. Oh, true. Just need to get banned. If there's question mark ping as a plugin, then just someone to use that, and then that person will get banned, and we'll get it. That's the way to do it. Playing 14 cured my years of toxic mentality from shooter games. I don't think you were doing enough PF then, because if you had been doing PF in that time, it definitely wouldn't have cured you from anything. Yeah, I'm looking quite jolly for 3 more minutes, Mary. Quite jolly. Only for 3 more minutes, though. Ivy, you're so Wait, where did Sausage go? Oh, she's laying down over there now. No one types slurs nonstop. Again, I don't know if you've PF'd enough. A question ping sound effect. Is that like the huh emoji? Equivalent of a sound effect? Streamer says something sus, you hit him with the question mark ping. Doing frontline. No, I'm gonna save all my front lines for later this week. I am gonna do a bit of War Core Chorte this week. See how it feels. I haven't really done any PvP yet this entire expansion. I briefly considered doing a climb to Ultima, but then I realized I didn't care. So I didn't do it. Did I remember in Season 1 when I actually climbed the Crystal, I got through Platinum rank in like 10 games. I like just won on a spree with like the bonus over and over and over again. And just like, I went from like Gold 1 to like Diamond, the bottom of Diamond in like 10 fucking games or whatever. Like, it was really quick, whatever it was. Uh-oh. Unfort, Mary. Unfort. Ow. Alright, get out of here, Joel. Nobody likes you. Hi. No. Nobody likes Joel. Bring back Joel. I mean, in 18 more points, maybe he'll get the wheel spin again. That's a lot of lahi. Ugh. Real. I gotta have a bunch of gift sub discounts this week anyway. I gotta use them all before December 23rd because Twitch is doing their own site-wide one. I find it, I was talking about it a bit yesterday. I find it interesting that, so whenever they do the discounts, the amount that the streamer makes is based on the discounted sub amount. So for example, if they discount subs by 35%, the streamer gets paid off of what the discounted total is, right? That's to be expected, but they've not always done it that way. So when they started doing it that way, people got like pretty upset. So like you can opt out of the site-wide gift sub discount. And I get why people do that, but I was like, you know that generally speaking, more people gift subs when it's discounted, which is the idea of doing a sale. It's like going, oh, you know, it costs less right now, so it's more reasonable for people to support the stream when they otherwise may not have. So I guess it depends. If you have people who don't give a shit, you're like, well, yeah, if I have people who don't give a shit, then sure, you know, turn it off. But for most people, it's like, oh, sweet, sure, I'll gift 5 subs while it's discounted. Some people can't turn down a good sale. Honestly, if I cared that much about it, I would just tell you all to tip me on PayPal. That'd be it. Or buy bits, because that's where a streamer makes the most money, is either getting paid directly or with minimal PayPal fees. Or bits, because bits is 100% to the streamer. Do I gear blue on 11 or keep plugging on with my warrior? I don't think, honestly, I think at this point warrior. I think with the changes coming to trusts, Blue Mage is still the clearly better job. But I think it's about to be a lot easier to be most other jobs and do things soon anyway. To the point where I would probably just do warrior because it's easier to gear and it's less different gear sets and whatnot. I appear to have bought the Danganronpa games on Steam. Interesting. Do you not remember that happening? Relic step. Does it say that on the site? 7.41? Because we know the Cosmic is 7.41. I don't remember seeing it say that for the Phantom weapons. But I don't remember. Like, I genuinely just don't remember. In the live letter? I don't remember them saying it in the live letter either. I have to look at it again. I mean, they've kind of bounced back and forth. Like, it depends on the patch, but they have done that before, so that's not that crazy. Also, they probably don't want it overlapping with Merchant's Tale. I would be my other thing. We get the new Phantom jobs and Occult Crescent stuff just on Tuesday also, which I didn't expect, which I think is for the better. Yeah, it was this also, I will say, of all the steps for it to be a factor, it literally doesn't fucking matter. Because it's not like it'll be good. It's glam anyway. It does say 7.4. Okay, yeah, then. I couldn't remember if it said it or not. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They probably don't want it overlapping with Merchant's Tale. And it's not like they're adding a whole new zone. Like, for example, the 7.5x one. I don't know what the fuck's happening at 7.5x. Because there's way too many things they have to release for it. The tome weapon pointless? Not really. The tome weapon goes up to 5 item levels under Savage. The new relic is going to be like the same as the EX trial weapons. Until, like, 5 months from now. The highest item level that this next step is going to go is same as Extreme Trial. Which is still 5 item levels under the unupgraded tome weapon. Mind you. No, this isn't the last item level upgrade, is my point. Oh, you're saying the last, like, overall, like, the whole... You mean, like, not the relic specifically, you mean, like, everything. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna be 5 item levels under even, like, the unupgraded tome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. People do it for glam anyway. The item level's not super relevant, regardless. It wouldn't matter anyway, but it matters less in a 0.4, 0.2. Just because the better options are going to still be better for several months. This might be the stat customization step as well. Might be. Which, yeah, then makes it a new best in slot for old ultimates. Oh, I had 2 teleports to Mammoth. Well, good thing... where am I going? Alright, Milletsoe. Alright. I had a second teleport to Mammoth. Loaded. I didn't realize it. That's why you wait for everyone else to go and then you teleport. But all the same, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's not really an important factor in any capacity. It's all about the glam. And I'll have a lot of reasons to do a Cult Crescent. After the new Phantom jobs come out, I kind of want to do a bunch of Fort Tower. After I get them maxed. I want to see what it's like blasting through Fort Tower in a re-clear group that has 15 stacks of the damage buff. The Samurais? Oh, and the new accessories to boot. The Samurais are about to go nutso. As if Phantom Samurai needed to get any stronger. And just remember, you still won't skip any of the second boss. No matter how strong you are, you will still not skip any of the second boss. I enjoyed Fork Tower a lot. And now the re-clear groups just murder it. Yeah, there's a new, there's the new gate. Can I join? I mean, it's not my Fork Tower run. I'm going to join somebody else's. I have no power or say over any of that. Good morning, Virtual. I'm just along for the ride. We should. NA FanFest is timed as such that it would be exactly when we should get a live letter for 7.5. And we almost always get a live letter at FanFest anyway, even if it's not the correct timing. No, I never made a Fort Tower guide. Yeah, we'll see how many more times he retires in the next 10 years, Tia. About to be the new Undertaker. I'm retired. That's funny. Yeah, I'll be making strategy boards for that. Might as well. Gotta use the new system. And you want to include those with a guide anyway. It's pretty much going to be the new standard that you include strategy boards with guides. I haven't been making... I don't really like the guide culture with Final Fantasy XIV anymore. I was always, like, a little with it. But I don't really like PF and guide culture as much anymore. Back in my day, we just made videos of what we figured out week 1 and told everyone good luck and they figured it out. Now, if you don't just repost whatever Reddit is saying to do, and then just literally not have a single original thought of your own, it's like the worst thing ever. That's all we used to do. We just used to take our week 1 experience and put it out there, and people used what we learned, and then maybe some people fixed it up over time to make it even easier. That was the end of it. Now, if you like release a guide, even if it's like day 2, and you're like, yeah, it's our week 1 strat. If it's not like whatever Reddit has agreed is the thing to do, it's like, okay, but this is not Reddit strat. This is my guide. I made this. And I much prefer making a guide based on what my group figured out how to do, as opposed to just copying whatever is PF standard. It's made it a lot less fun to make guides. Unless I literally crank it out day 1, and it's just one of the first things out there. And so it, like, kind of, like, people go, oh, this is a day 1 guide, that's fine. But if you're like, it takes you 2 or 3 days, and then you don't just immediately take to copying whatever has been adopted in that time, it's like, okay. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to just copy whatever. I want to do, like, what we thought of doing, like, what our group created. Oh, thank you, Brian. Good morning. Let me know what hair color you would like for the ones at the bottom. What's funny is that not only is that kind of the expectation by like day 2 or 3 if you're putting a guide out is just to copy whatever PF is doing, but on top of that, if it then changes again, people are mad at you for not having another one. It's like, bro, I just wanted to make a week 1 guide, explains the fight, how we solved it, and if you want to solve it a different way, great. I don't care if it's the best. I'm just trying to help you understand what you're actually doing, or how the game works. I want to teach you how to play the game, not just how to do the fight. I mean, if you want to, it's never like a bad time. It's just whether or not you want to. If you have like the time or the itch or the desire. It's one of those days. Listen, their name is Brian. Oh, Brian. It's probably no, because then they'll just get downvoted for disabling comments. It's not like most of that discussion doesn't happen in the comment section there. It happens everywhere else. It's just really annoying because there used to be some semblance of like everyone coming up with their own strat and just posting their own strat, whether it was the best strat or not. Now there's just none of that. There's a lot less personality in guide making now. If that makes sense. There used to be a lot more individuality and personality in like the guides that came out back in the day. Now it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm waiting for the AI guides to hit. I won't even be surprised. Like, even if you present a better strat, it just doesn't matter. Case in point, Chaotic. The PF strat for Chaotic is objectively worse in every way. And both strats came out week 1. But it was the one that was more widely adopted, so the fact that the other guide wasn't that, people are just upset about it. I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure, you could do it that way, but there's a lot of problems with doing it that way, and here's what they are. Don't care. I will say, though, it doesn't matter what strat you do. Just learn how to fucking play the game, and then you can actually adjust to any strat. The problem is that most people don't actually learn how to play Final Fantasy XIV. They just do what the guide says to do. And then if there's literally any sort of, like, thing that the guide doesn't, like, explain for them to do, or, like, something happens that's, like, an accident, like somebody makes a move that's, like, unexpected or not the norm, it just throws everything out. That's why figuring everything out week 1 is so much better. I gotta figure out. I think it was that one. Let me check. Yes, okay. Sorry, one of my USB ports is being a little weird. Yeah, that's why whenever I do, like, week 1 clears, I've taken to just doing, like, walkthrough videos where we explain the thinking process for people who are more interested in actually learning about the fight and, like, why you do some of the things that you do and, like, how the decision-making happens. Because that's a lot more valuable to people than stand here during X or Y mechanic. That's why one of the things that a lot of groups practice is... Practice maybe not the right word, but a skill set that statics tend to look for is recoverability. How good is a group at actually recovering from a mistake? Because most people just fucking give up the moment a mistake is made. No! DVD! Welcome back, DVD. Pink, please. You got it. Yeah, there's a lot of no thoughts, head empty gameplay. Thank you, Alice. No thoughts, head empty. Alright, we're gonna go into the Occult Crescent after this. I can get the rest of the tomes tomorrow. I'll get them in one more hunt train. I can also just get them from CEs at this point, but... What do you mean? Get a check. What are you talking about? $249 did not move to $250. What the f... Oh. Oh, I think you're right. I think the bot crashed. Let me fix that. Also, this is clearly not right. I'll try this one. Yeah, I think the bot crashed. Alright, should work now. Put in the 1 pink and 1 purple again. No, well, it's like the bot ignored Alice. The bot ignored everyone because it crashed. Should work now. You can try the commands again. Alice, it should go up. There you go. Yeah, bot crash. And then there's a purple that needs to go in there as well. Not crazy yet. Total I do manually, yeah. I didn't mean for that to be the case, but I had forgotten to set it up day 1, and I've kind of just got used to doing it. I meant to just make it a 1-button press for me to increase it myself. Just literally, it's almost the same thing as, like, the code to do that, except I just increment it to 1 instead of it being an input. How long has this instance been here? So it's 170, 140, 110, 80. So 170, 110, 80. So it's south next. Let me see how many of these I have. Treasure site. 16 bronze, 2 silver. Not too bad. I'm going to wait on the... Actually, I'm going to grab the non-CEs while I'm waiting. Why'd you do purple? Oh, is there another one that needed to be added, Alice? From before? I mean, we don't know. I'd assume that they're... For gold pieces, it does say that they're adding new items to the antiquarian. I assume that those new items are... the souls. Oh, it's 2 for Tia. You're right, you're right, you're right. Good call, good call. There's 1,000 bits. That's true. Do. I'm gonna have to spend some silvers. I guess I should say looking for group fate. You drink room temp. I'm gonna go get a room temperature soda right now. I'm gonna enjoy me a nice room temperature Diet Coke. I can't wait. From a tier 2 earlier. Oh, there was a tier 2? Who is the tier 2? Is that Akakaze? In which case I have to add another point. And that's because I only added 1 point. Well, that person's disconnecting. And that person's gone. Yeah, it was Akakaze. Okay. No, they're gonna disconnect. They're not gonna make it back. They're gonna get ejected. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm trusting. Yeah, it's fine. It's taken care of now. That's all that matters. God, we're gonna be so strong. Another next expansion is in early 2027. There's always a new expansion. FanFest will be in April. Always a new expansion. They're back! Too bad they're locked out. After the month is over. Fib. It's not going to happen in the middle of the month. Sophie will be in charge of making sure that gets done. Because she's someone who has actual experience in that regard. Hello, Randy. I see very many dead people. He spin! This dragon spins my head round. Alright, he doesn't move out of the middle anymore. Middle out in, middle out in, middle out in. So many dead people. People still die to this a lot. Hello, Alhea. Yaki sopa omelet. Wanted to make eggs this morning with the rice that I had. Instead, I just had rice. Nothing like a breakfast of plain rice and a room temperature Diet Coke. No, I'm not even close to being done with the Octopath. Oh, I saw my headset battery. That would not have been Omu rice. Egg and rice does not automatically make Omu rice. How long until South Pots? 9 minutes? 7 minutes? Little gravy on top. No, that's not good enough. It's gonna be done. It's gotta be done right. Yeah, if I get to 30 chests, I'll open a few of them. I definitely don't want to waste any chests over 30. Need pot friend. I do like tomatoes. Time to get this herb. I hope if I get any all right, I need to sell my tipping tortoise. I also need to get rid of all this leave quest items that I had. Beltis, thank you for the 22 months. You know how to do that part yourself, at least this time.
Velties just subscribed. Morning.
Good morning. I shall leave it to you. Of course, there you go. You have the power! Guys, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me really wants to play War Tales again. I shouldn't, because I just shouldn't. But, like, it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I know raw egg on rice. Can't really do that in the States. I mean, you can with some eggs, but a lot of the eggs you can't. Yeah, let me take this opportunity and clean out all these fucking like extra items I got from doing the leave quests. Forgot how much garbage gets into your inventory doing that. Garbage. Much better. Should go over to Prying Eye real quick and just do that. But I will wait on Pot Friend. Leaves today. You don't have to do very many. The mobs in A Realm Reborn drop open world items very frequently. It's not like the later expansions where they made it entirely done through, what is it called? Gemstones. Oh, God, that feels good. After this, I gotta spend... Actually, I'll spend my silver before I go find my pot. If I get a pot. Somebody on my friends list is playing Lost Ark. Okay. So you do you. So many people at Pot Friend. No, don't tell everyone about Pot Friend. They don't need. They gotta. They're gonna go do that, and we're gonna do this, and they're gonna miss Pot Friend. All right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's still going. Yeah, but I just don't know how it's doing. I'm here to steal your pots. No. But how will I have friends if you steal my pots? Oh, nice, Alheo. Pot is bad for you. Don't come here. Yeah, that sounds like a great time. Although, I guess you could just do Ishgard, but your inventory becomes a mess when you do Ishgard. Oh, Rentor. Good morning. So I was reading an email and I was like, interesting that ended up specifically in my promotions tab. Because normally most emails I would assume of that nature are scam emails. But it's actually rare that I get a scam email in my promotions tab. Very rare. But also, It literally doesn't make any fucking sense at all that said company would be ever emailing someone. That's why it was really strange for me to get it in that box. Yeah, MSQ is one of the bigger things. I gotta have a busy week. I mean, actually gonna have a good reason to be back in Occult Crescent this week. I want to get all 4 of the new accessories and get my new Phantom jobs leveled. Maybe get back into Fork Tower a little bit over the holidays. Strange emails. Well, it was the only thing strange about it was that it was in my promotions tab, which just normally doesn't happen for scam emails. Which either means it's very smart or it's somehow legitimate, which I sincerely doubt. They might. I think they're going to save the next freelancer skills for the next zone. I don't think they're going to do them before the next zone. Personally. I mean, they'll probably be purchased for gold coins. I sincerely doubt they'll be as rare as the Cassie Earring, especially given there's 4 of them. I mean, gold's easy. You can just solo gold. A few thousand an hour. Especially with the pot friends, speaking of which. Pot friends can be up to a lot more per hour. I actually have to spend gold right now. Interestingly enough. My pot friends love gold. Yeah, the value on the pot friend fate and the bunnies is so cracked. It reminded me I still need to do that, Arentor. Pot! I have pot! Far, far to the southeast. Okay, I guess if it's southeast. I know where it most likely is. Oh no, far, far to the east now. Okay, it's in a different spot than I thought. Not very different, but definitely different. I was gonna go back and spend my silver before doing this, but quite frankly, I don't really give a shit, so. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit. Yeah, you're the one who started that, Arentor. It was nowhere close, and then people started rallying behind it. Oh, it's right here. All right. Now, oh hey, I got a parasol. All right, now I'll go spend my carrot. All right, so about 28, 29 minutes until the next. I also have to spend some gold. I don't even know if any of this sells decently. The silver ones. I'll buy them just in case. Whatever. I'll have so many spares it won't matter regardless. And then for gold, I just want to not overcap. I can get fixatives. Just grab 2 fixatives. Don't recall. I don't remember them being the silver ones being expensive. It's funny though, because I imagine the silver ones would actually be more expensive because silver is more annoying to farm. In my head, that's how it works. In reality, not so much. It's not a big deal. I get so many silvers anyway. Menacing charge. Okay, see you later. You have fun over there. It's not like it would have mattered if it did hit me, but still. No, I'll just let him go. Out of curiosity, the little bit that I've done, how many chests is that restored? 20 bronze. Yeah, we still need to get all the silvers back, but can keep doing the bronze for now. I gotta get used to just returning and doing that instead of actually running around. That is the way to do it. Return, go to Crystal, wait, go! The Occult Crescent strat. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a carrot before Tuesday, but, you know, can't really guarantee that. I actually had a carrot the other day, and I used it. I should have held on to it till post-patch. Only 990 more carrots to go. Oh, it's about to go very poorly for you. Everything will basically give the accessories. I figure that's just some extra chances. If I don't plan on selling the carrots, might as well have that extra chance at getting the accessories. Especially if the accessories can be sold, that would be very nice. Very, very nice. The bonus pot. I got a beekeeper and Osiris. I gotta keep my bees. I need them lamps. They see me lamping. They hating. They sure are. They're like 4 million gil apiece. And that ain't gonna change. That achievement's gonna remain a very, very expensive achievement. Yeah, they've been 4 million for a while now. For a few months at least, they've been 4 million. Yeah, OC still got decent money. OC bingo money. Might as well grab this if I'm gonna run right past it. I love clear demi materia. Yeah, I really want to get back into Fork Tower because of the changes. I mean, I enjoyed Fork Tower pre-change, but, you know, post-change will be even better. Ah. Well, no, we're talking about the changes that happened. We're saying we haven't played since before those changes. Don't get slapped. I want to have a bunch of gold pieces, and I want to have 30 bronze chests and 6 silver chests spawned. Since you can get the accessories from the chests around the map, I figure one of the first things I'll do is open any carrots and open any individual chests I have before I start doing CEs and Fates. Because to respawn chests, you have to do CEs, Fates, farm gold. Like, you have to actually earn currency. So before I start leveling all the jobs and farming currency in the process, I might as well make sure that I get every chest available and then also open them. So 6 silver, 30 bronze. I'm also getting some tomes. I need 2,000 tomes saved up for materials also. Well, I mean, even if none of the new jobs end up being useful in Fort Tower, it will still be 3% more boost for having them maxed. So Samurai is going to continue to be cracked, in other words. Samurai will continue its trend of being giga cracked. Oh. And with the accessories to boot, 3% on the new jobs, probably +4 total bonus damage from the accessories. It's probably the same as an unupgraded left side piece that just has the +1 plus the base stats. It sure is. Would love that to change. I mean, they might be upgradable in the second zone. I definitely wouldn't expect them to be upgradable in the first zone. Uh-oh. Seal him away! We're good. I was briefly afraid. Yeah, I sincerely doubt they will allow it for the initial. I feel like they would have mentioned that if they were upgradable. I also expect them to be sellable. So if they're upgradable, then they're definitely not sellable. Or at least it would make them unsellable. Like after you upgrade them. And I kind of want them to be sellable. People still don't know you can run through the boss hitbox. There's nothing bad happening here. Just having a good time. Having a good time. I do that to try to act as a PSA to people, because every time Tidal Breath comes out and I see people actually just running around the boss and then not making it out in time, I'm like, that's unfortunate for them. Listen, I was busy looking at cat pictures. I was doing more important things. Sometimes you just gotta take ball explosions to the face while you're looking at cat photos. Bacon was being a little cutie. I can't help it. It's a very healthy cloister demon, I'm not gonna lie. He's a little bit closer to dead here before these ads actually come out. Then again, I know all the really big tryhards aren't in here anymore. And that's my, like, measurement of speed in here. Is the people trying. Like, even I looked away to, you know, look at some cat photos. What the hell? Oh. Interesting. That was interesting. Just lagged hella hard. Wonder if Sophie experienced that too. That was just me. I think it was just the internet. Yeah, it did something like that yesterday about this time too, actually. I had something very similar happen yesterday. Okay. Suspicious. Oh god, it's still happening. I can still definitely see it happening. Saw motherfuckers teleporting just now. Yeah, wasn't OBS didn't drop any frames though. That's weird. Being sus. Dude, so actually, funny story. So we were playing the new Jackbox last night, and one of them is kind of like a faker style game. So it's like the one we gotta find the faker, except that it's called Suspectives, where you're trying to figure out who the fake person is. And literally, right as we had finalized our vote, the Switch crashed and closed the game. We literally all voted. It's like finalizing vote. Game has crashed. I was like, the Switch was the suspect all along. It was the Switch. And we were right about who it was, too. We got the right person. I was like, no. That is not what it is, RT. It happened in multiple games on multiple PCs. That had nothing to do with anything in the game. It was a hiccup. I should be pretty close to capping out chests again. How much longer? I think it's been about 17 minutes, so it's probably about another 11, 12 minutes until the next pot friend. Need more pot. 11-ish minutes, yep. 24 and 2. Wow, my silver chests are not responding. I'm going to make sure I don't pick up any silver chests here. I'll make sure I just do the gold chests. Fort Tower Anyprog happening right now in PF. Only requirement is level 20, 2 ciphers, and at least 1 maxed phantom job. I'm good, but I wish them the best of luck. Still plenty of spots. Brave to do the shout at any prog. I mean, they have a Discord too. It should be fine to do this CE before pot friends. Got about 10 minutes. Unless it's a really slow one. You know what? I'm not going to do it. Fuck it. I'm just going to go to the Fate. Don't worry, I'll make sure to get a Diet Coke and drink it at room temperature for you. Just to balance it out. Hello, Lon. Yeah, chests are personal. And anytime you open them, you have to respawn them. Chests only respawn by earning silver and gold pieces by doing Fate CEs or just killing mobs. I do not believe opening a bunny chest respawns chests. Hello, Orgrimmar. If you're not finding them, it's because you probably need to go and spawn them. They won't just respawn on their own. They require active effort to respawn. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be A-okay with that. It would be a nice cycle of content. After this one, I'm gonna go AFK real quick. Well, I'm not gonna go AFK, I'm gonna go sit by bunnies. It was more accurate. I'll still be at my keyboard. I'll be at fucking keyboard, AFK. They have not said that, but I'm hoping they will be. Alright, let's go wait. There should be North Buns. Unfortunately, that CE is almost certainly going to complete right before this bun is available. Which, unfortunate. Ah, my fellow bun AFKers. We are a sophisticated group of individuals. Very, very sophisticated. Yeah, mind you, I'm probably not streaming more than another, at most, like 90 minutes or so. I have a lot to do today. So, I did a sponsored stream yesterday for a game called War Tales, and the second half of the sponsorship is me posting the VOD kind of edited down to cut out a lot of the, like, you know, a lot of silence and, any load screens that are in there. And it's 4 hours to edit down, so it's quite time consuming. Really fun game, though. I mean, it could be. I mean, technically you can do it now if you hack the console, but, you know. Good luck with that. If you want the chest to spawn, you gotta. It's funny that, like, my go-to AFK activity, kind of, in Osiris, when I'm streaming, is actually Slayer. And as such, that's, like, my path to 99 Slayer on my Iron Man. Just, like, click over, safe spot monster, go back. It'll only take me, like, a year to get to 99 Slayer that way. No biggie. Yeah, we should have just a few minutes until Pot Friends pop back up. Tomorrow, I figure I'll do the same, but I'll open some of my chests. No, I'm going to stream tomorrow, too. All that matters is that I'm asleep early and I'm up early. Oh, reminding me, I need to Instacart some stuff for Tuesday. What was the name of that? I guess I could do a Costco order. Do. Let's see. What do I need for Tuesday? I like to have some coffee in my fridge, just like some stock. There we go. That's what I got last time. Yeah, stock. S-T-O-K. Stock up on some stock. Well, I mean, most people won't be up early. My group's getting together at noon Eastern, I think it is. Let me check. It's either noon Eastern or noon Pacific. Let me remind myself. Yeah, noon Eastern, my group is getting together. I'll already be done with the EX trial by then. A couple of people are waking up early. I just need to know who is. Because I'll get them in a group, and then I'll just PF the rest of the people from stream. For Hell on Rails. What else do I want for Tuesday? Maybe I don't do a Costco order, actually. Because I don't really want... I wanted to get some, like, some supplies to cook up, too. And I'd rather get that from, like, a normal store. And not get, like, massive fucking portions. Yeah, I'm gonna rush the EX trial and then I'll do Arcadian. I'm also not doing the MSQ, like, I'm gonna do it on my alt. That's something I need to check tomorrow to make sure my alt actually has 7.3 done. Because I don't remember if my alt has 7.3 done or not. Let's see. Where do I want to get? What grocery store has some of what I need for cheaper? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, I mean, I plan to have everything except for, obviously, this done on Tuesday. I'll probably save this for some other time, you know? That's to go to work. Well, that sucks. Get some of that. Doing some grocery shopping real quick. I actually think it'll be the 20th. Personally, I think it'll be the 20th of January. Because the one thing that's for certain is that the 0.5 patch is usually 9 weeks out. The first .x1 being 4 or 5 weeks is kind of a toss-up. I think they'll do it as 5. They'll just like put an extra week between Savage and the next content release. That's not to say they will, but you know, that's my prediction. Yes! I love Pot Friend. Southeast, baby. What the hell's the difference? Yan? I'm not doing that. Must protect Pot Friend. Might as well grab this. That's not a carrot. Oh man, bronze! Kill me! Yay, a pile of occult tablets. Whee. Still 160 gold. I'm mad about that. Alright, before I continue doing that, I gotta figure out where am I getting my groceries from today. Stuff for this week. Where am I getting my groceries? Which store do I want to get it from? Where was I trying already? Let's see. What about this? Heckin' snow, not snow. Wait, what? What's the difference? I don't know what the difference is, but let's try that. Listen, if I don't remember to do it right now, I'm gonna forget to do it later. Like, I already know as soon as I think of it, I have to do it. I'm like really bad at thinking of doing something. A great example is I still haven't set up my dual format on Twitch. That's not really that important, but I should really do it. Yeah, I just gotta grab all my stuff I need for a long work week. What the fuck? Went to look for Greek yogurt, and the first, like, 7 options were, like, Greek yogurt ice creams. It's like, no, I need Greek yogurt. I don't need... Listen, I love Yasso frozen Greek yogurt bars, but that's not what I need. New books for crafting and gathering? Well, there's new recipes, so I'd assume there's new books. But I don't keep up with all that, so I'm not big on the schedule, because I just don't engage with crafting and gathering stuff very often, you know? So it's one of the things I actually don't always know the answer to. Usually not? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't know, so I need to defer to chat for stuff like that. Shouldn't be new books. Yeah, I assume maybe new patch, like new... like, recipes meant new books? I don't know. I didn't know. Not in the know. You know? That is weird. How many do I have now? Dude, I'm not getting any silver respawns. Hold on. I'm not done with my groceries, but let me head to that. I do want to make sure I have 6 silver respawns by Tuesday. And CEs are a great way of getting those to respawn, usually. You're like guaranteed 1 to 3 bronze respawns and then a chance at a silver respawn. I don't know how much currency you realistically need to get a chance at a silver respawn. Like how often does it actually like do the checks for that? Let's see. What the fuck? Bro, I'm not spending $277 on an apple. You're out of your fucking mind. There's 8 silvers. I think there's 8 locations. I think you can only ever have 6 spawned at once. It's been a while, but 6 is the number I remember. $8 silver. Stand corrected. Oh, just remembered. Either way, I need to have them maxed. Well, it's not like apples are inherent. Japan makes very high-end versions of all the usual things. They have, like, melons that are, like, $800. That are, like, grown a very specific way. Yeah, gold farming goes a long way. If you can actually get a gold farming group, it respawns all of the chests. Crazy, crazy fast. I've just been doing CEs today because they're a little bit easier to just, you know, AFK for a little bit, do some CEs, AFK for a little bit. It fills in the time between the bunnies quite well. I'll probably do a couple more buns. I didn't see where the next one was. Oh, that's right. The first one only has one of them. There is a strong appreciation for high effort, exclusive style fruits. Well, and really everything. Reminds me of one of the Shark Tank pitches for a guy who was making golf clubs. And they were like mostly successful in Japan because of like the amount of effort and quality that went into them was not too dissimilar to that of like making a sword or something like that. I see some dead people. That's a lot of dead people. I knew they were going to die. It was just a matter of time. Yeah, the craftsmanship of them was so high that he just did most of his business in Japan. Because you can very easily showcase the craftsmanship of something and get paid a lot more for it in Japan. I like that, though. It means when I get something in Japan, there's a good chance that a lot of effort went into it. And I like it. Especially because it's not like I go to Japan very often. I would really like to go to Japan next year, but with the house move, the only way that that's going to happen is if I get, they flew me out for Shadowbringers. If that happens again, which I sincerely doubt, that would be cool, but otherwise, I'm probably not going to Japan next year. Same with any of the other non-NA fan fests. I can't really justify physically going to them. Ow. I was thinking it was the other one. What else do I need for this week? I have enough food to make a nice big pile of pasta. I've got some, Greek yogurt, some cottage cheese, some cold coffee. I've already got some veggies. I'll need like a healthy-ish snack, so I'm thinking maybe some beef jerky. Get some of that high protein. Yeah, delicious smoothie. Raw chicken, tomato sauce, pasta. I know, just blend it. Easy. I've made homemade beef jerky once, and I had a friend who used to make it and send it. Dude, homemade beef jerky is so good. It's so easy, too. The only thing is it really makes the whole house smell. Yeah, I use protein powders. It really makes, like, if you're, like, sensitive to smell at all, it gets really bad. You know? That's like the only real downside. What the hell? That was weird. Oh, venison jerky, so good. Suggest to go with a mixed berry. I would just get a plain. I would honestly either just go vanilla or plain. You don't really want a flavored protein if you're doing a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie. You want something that doesn't really have any taste, so it doesn't change the taste of the smoothie too much. For a fruit smoothie, that is. It's not like a peanut butter smoothie where you want like a chocolate protein. You know? Let's see what kind of jerkies they have. I don't want Jack Links. Get out of here. Well, they have, Tillamook. Tillamook has been always reliably good for me. Prefer it to a lot of the other ones, I'll tell you that much. Bourbon Hickory Maple Jerky. That sounds damn good. I heard that, I was like... Good. I don't know. Why would I work Instacart? Yeah, I'm trying to find something semi-decent. Oh, these are usually good. I'm a fan of wheat thins. Why does it say wheat thins twice? Why is it doing that? Oh, that's why. Wheat thin salt snack. My raisins. What the fuck? That I think I've seen officially the stupidest discount ever. For these like Greek yogurt bars, not the Yasso one, some other brand. It's buy 4 boxes. They're $6 each. Buy 4 boxes, save 25 cents. Who the fuck is ever going to look at that and go, wow, you know what? I wasn't going to, but now. Who the fuck are you kidding? Buy 4 and get 25 cents off? Meanwhile, the Cheetos, buy 2, get 1 free. Buy 2, get 1 free Sun Chips. Buy 1, get 1 free Swedish Fish. Buy 1, get 1 free Sour Patch Kids. I didn't even order in that, but like, they're trying harder, man. What are these? Oh, sourdough pretzels. Never mind. I saw they were called sourdough nibblers, and I'm like, what the fuck is a sourdough nibbler? I didn't realize it meant pretzel. Interesting. I didn't know this brand actually did this. I didn't know Dave's Bread made snack bites. Dave's Bread's kind of expensive, though. I don't really want to do that. I'm grocery shopping right now. I'm getting my groceries in. God, all these snacks are so like fatty and shit. I don't want any of that. I got some raisins. I got some, like, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, wheat thins. I think that's fine for, like, snacks. And then I got all the stuff I need. Oh, actually, let me get something else for cooking. Because I got some stuff to cook. I got some stuff to just have around. 5 minutes have elapsed. Yeah, well, I'm waiting on Pot Friend. Don't yell at me. Some thinly sliced chicken breasts on sale. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. That'll be good. I can make that with, like, some rice. I can make, like, a teriyaki marinade and eat that with rice. They're pretty good here. Buy 3, get 2 free. I don't mind that, yeah. It's weird, but I'm going to say no. Hey, it's $12.27. Make a wish. Alright. I'm all done. Now it's Pot Friend time. I heckin' love Pot Friend time. It should be in just a couple of minutes. Happy birth time. Not yet. Not... Oh, birth time. Actually, now it's funny you mention. I think I'm born at like 10:06 p.m. on the 27th. I think that's like my actual birth time. It's sometime in the evening on the 27th. Bread pudding. I love bread pudding. I like most things. I'm very easy to please. Unless it comes to stuff from, like, the Northeast. Then that's when I become snobby. It's time for Pot Friend. Yes, that's the actual time. It's Pot Friend time. That's my favorite time. Delivery confirmed. Man, after playing that War Tales game yesterday, God, it was so good. I want to keep playing it. You know what's another game I'm really looking forward to? Outward 2. I really liked Outward 1. The DLC was really jank, and there was a bug that I had that actually killed all my interest in playing it. When am I doing it? After the month is done, because we need to actually finish the vote. Sausage and spinach Alfredo, leave my cat out of this. If only I also had a cat named Spinach. Although, to be fair, I don't know. I'm colorblind, so I can't think of ever seeing a green cat. But, you know. Cooking sausage. Chili and cornbread. Don't cook my cat. Listen, I understand she's a chunky girl and she could probably make a hella good chili. Oh, there's actually a lot more time until Pot Friend than I thought. I actually thought there was less time. Well, guys, I guess we need another cat. Yeah, I thought it was closer to Pot Friend timing for some reason. That's my bad. No, it's so funny. We somebody in our friend group was talking about us getting another cat, and we were just like, please stop trying to make us get more cats. The idea physically pains me. You gotta understand, the personalities we have in this house already in our catdom is too much. We have a cat that has a nervous anxiety disorder that pisses in wherever he can actually, like, not feel nervous pissing in. We have a big furry cat who gets a dirty butthole all the time and then rubs it on everything. We have a destroyer who jumps up and knocks everything down all the time. And then we have Ivy and Cinnamon who fight, and then they also are both Chaos Gremlins in their own regards. We do not need any more cats. We do not want any more cats. And I don't think that we will try to maintain a 5-cat household for the rest of our lives. When time... Do not get a hamster, because the cats will try to kill the hamster. That is a terrible idea. They will do everything they can to kill that small rodent and eat it, especially bacon. Yeah, I'll be honest. When time takes its toll and we have less than 5 cats, we will not be seeking to replenish the ranks. We will not try. Will not be the rest of our lives. We will mourn and we will maintain where we are at in that current time. Yeah, that's just the death sentence for the hamster. Bacon is trying... Oh, dude, I actually had to catch and free a lizard the other day. Because Bacon found a lizard in our back porch and was trying to kill it and eat it. And so I had to rescue the lizard and evacuate it. He's killed and eaten lizards before. Like really tiny, like monitor lizards. He has done it. One time, Sophie sent me a video, and he had the tail still sticking out of his mouth. He ate the lizard, and as the lizard was in his mouth, the tail was just outside his mouth, like wiggling. Bacon doesn't fuck around. He is a he's a young predator. What's the name of the predator from that most recent movie? He's that guy. I forgot the name of the new predator. The actual, like, character. Heard that movie was very good. I mean, I've heard the last 3 Predator movies have all been very, very good. It's kind of like a Predator renaissance the last, like, 3 years. I saw Prey. Prey I've actually seen. But it's crazy to think that Predator has just, like, resurfaced. Whereas Alien keeps going further and further down a really fucking weird rabbit hole. I don't know what the hell Alien is trying to accomplish. Because they've got just some absolutely just wild shit happening. Bro, they're just xenomorphs. Stop trying to make it about everything else. I drop a few something. I don't know, dude. Alien movie. I've never been a big fan of any of the Alien movies, in all honesty. They've always been very far from my favorites. I've always preferred most other horror franchises. At least the show was good. I was talking about the movies, but at least the show was good. They've just been so fucking weird. Giant alien spider movie? I don't think so. The only spider movie I've seen is Eight-Legged Freaks, and that's not. Those aren't aliens. I think the last actual... something I would actually call a horror film that I've watched is probably, Quiet Place and Quiet Place Part 2. Like, those are actually, like, horror thrillers, kind of. The second one's a lot more thriller. The first one I definitely throw more in the horror category than the thriller category. Second one, you know, not quite the same. One of us isn't getting one. May RNG bless your soul. Dude, the Pot Friend. The amount of value of Pot Friend is too high. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if the show is good. You know what show I heard was really good, but I didn't see? The Chucky show. I think I watched like an episode or two, and I thought it was okay. But I heard the show for Chucky was pretty good. I don't remember. I thought they were doing more seasons, but I don't know if they ever did and released them. And I kept up with it. Right now, our obsession is Pluribus. We're probably gonna wait till they finish the whole season and then do a binge watch. Pluribus is now Apple TV's most watched show of all time. Which is crazy given the season's not even over yet. And Vince Gilligan wants to do like 4 or 5 seasons. It is very good. It's just good to have Kim Wexler back. Life after being a lawyer has sure been interesting. It's not actually Kim Wexler. I just don't remember the actress's name. Yeah, I've seen some Ted Lasso. I always waffle about, like, I like some episodes, I didn't like others. It was very, like, hit or miss episode to episode. Rhea Seahorn, there you go. Yeah, Kim Wexler. We binged all of season 1 of Severance. That was also very good. We still have to binge season 2. Severance was very good. Definitely also on my recommended list. Apple TV's always had like a banger here or there. Maybe Pluribus will remind people that it actually has like quite a few bangers present. The problem with Apple TV is it's never been, like, good enough to get people to stay subscribed. They just subscribe. It's not like Netflix where people, like, really, like, oh, let me turn on Apple TV. It's like, I heard there's a good show on Apple TV, so let me get Apple TV to watch the show and then not have Apple TV anymore. But it's got a bunch of bangers. We were talking about it the other day. I mean, now it's got Pluribus and Severance, but it also has... It's also had, like, a bunch of other shows in the past, too. People would be like, I would sooner subscribe to Mr. Happy 1227 monthly than Apple TV. Whereas when my fee is optional. Bundled it with Peacock. That's a good idea. Although Peacock I feel similarly about. There's nothing that really makes me want to watch. Sometimes there is something on it, but it's kind of the same. Silver chest. Probably do one more Pot Friend chest. $27 bronze. Okay. Well, I'll definitely cap on bronze chests soon. That's 27 and I just did one, so. Alright, probably just return and then get to the next fate. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it either. Even foregoing that reason, I just don't like seeing Netflix. I was kind of pleased. Not that I wanted to see Netflix do poorly, but I was kind of pleased to see them not dominating for a while. The problem was that when Netflix started even waffling a little bit, every other service like really started like trying to buy exclusive shows, and I'm like, God, it's so annoying to have all these I mean, that's why I'm saying Apple TV is not something you stay subscribed to. You just get it for your shows and then unsubscribe. Unless it's bundled with something, I suppose, and it's like not really a factor cost-wise. I like how effectively we went from TV to services buying enough networks to be TV. And then TV networks making services, and then those services being bought out by... those networks being bought out by services. So effectively, we're just back to TV. Yeah, we're just back to cable packages with a new name. There's no fucking winning. That's why, if Sobi didn't have these things, I wouldn't be buying them. Like, I just have no interest in paying all of these companies to watch their shows. I'd sooner learn everything about a show from a YouTuber recapping it than actually watch the show half the time nowadays. I'll pay my YouTube premium and listen to some YouTuber tell me all about the movie. Or you wait for one of those clip channels to upload like 8 to 10 clips, just watch those and be like, that's it, I know everything I need to know. Listen, if I can experience all of UCOB and Fru in one emote on Twitch, I can definitely experience all of a show on YouTube. Damn! She did! God, somebody keeps sending me pictures of Bacon. He's like sleeping on her desk. Having a grand old time. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It doesn't help. Okay, I'll be honest. If I was 15 years younger and not running a professional business, I'd be pirating it all anyway. But I don't do that anymore because I run a legit operation and I don't want any law breaking to be had. I pay for my Adobe, I pay for my editing software. Would not have been me. Remember, I went to an IT college where we were told the school will not cover the software you need, but I'm sure you'll all have it for me by Monday. That was the head of the IT department telling us that, because even he knew. Yarhar fiddly dee. It's like, I want to teach this class. Our school doesn't support those programs. My students will figure it out, and they will have it by Monday. Nothing quite like the head of the IT department of the New Jersey Institute of Technology actively telling you to go pirate the programs you need. That's just self-awareness. Yep. I had quite a few professors in college who were actually like anti-college textbook, which the other professors hated because it made everyone rebellious about buying their textbooks to make them money. Like, I had a professor in college who said, you know, we have a textbook for this class. I wrote this textbook. I get paid if you buy it. But I know it's like, it's really expensive. So if you can get it from somebody else, just do that instead. Just straight up told us to, like, not buy their textbook if we didn't have to. Patches have literally never dropped on Wednesday ever in the existence of ever. Lagonic. There's one patch that dropped on a Thursday once, but that was like a sub patch. That I don't remember. Does anyone remember what that was? There was a PvP update that happened like 2 or 3 days after a patch. Does anyone remember? I think that was in Stormblood. We had like a Thursday follow-up patch to add something in for PvP. I just don't remember when that... Actually, that might have been Heavensward. It happened once. It has happened. Damn. That's fucked up. My last semester of college, I told all my professors I was leaving and that I didn't want to come into class to take my final. So I asked them if they could just give me the final. Like, and I would just do it and give it back to them. And they surprisingly said yes. Like, they just handed me, like, the final that I was gonna have to come in for, and then I just did. Yeah, but do you understand how, like, not secure that is to do? I mean, I didn't do anything with it. Because it was traceable. It would have, like, obviously it would have traced back to me. So there was no point in me, like, you know, trying to do anything sneaky with it. Because they literally know who did it. I was just shocked that that mattered to them at all. You know? Damn it. I should have gone out one. College NJIT was weird. I feel like my college experience just isn't like anyone else's. Like, from the get-go, my college experience was really unusual. When my, so my high school did something with colleges where they would invite representatives of colleges to the high school and then tell the students, hey, if you're interested in any of the colleges we're inviting, let your counselor know, your assigned counselor know, and we'll arrange a meeting for you, so you don't even have to go to the college itself. Thank you, Lauren. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, hold on, I messed up my chat. Can't see it. I can't see it. Let me finish the story after I save myself. I'm gonna step out here just in case. Let me add that to the total, and we'll need a hair color. Thank you. Damn it. Yeah, I haven't touched it at all yet, so I don't know anything about it. Thank you. Were there multiple versions of the final? I don't know. They didn't explain it to me. I didn't ask any questions. I was just like, okay, thanks. But, yeah, so they invited the schools to our high school. And I went in, did my interview. It seems pretty standard. You know, they asked me a bunch of questions. I answered a bunch of questions. Blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. They said they would, what the hell? I did something over here that confused the fuck out of me. Thank you, by the way, for getting that set up. And then, like, 3 weeks later, they came back. And they were like, okay, this is a follow-up interview for, you know, we've reviewed your process. We'll hold, like, one last interview. We'll see if you're a good fit, and then we'll go from there. And so I was worried. You know, I've heard stories about people, you know, struggling to get into the schools that they like and that they want to be in, and etc. Holy Jesus. Well, somebody was fucking chasing me the whole time. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They just kept running in my direction. And I walked into the meeting, and literally the first words out of their mouth was, before we get started, you're in. And I'm just like, that's it? Like, I don't, like, I thought this interview was part of the process of deciding if I was in. I was like really surprised. So I literally didn't have to go to a school, search at a school. I had to do nothing. I had never been to NJIT when I applied. I just knew I wanted to go there. And they came to my own high school and without much effort at all went, yeah, sure. And that was the end of that. God damn it. Goddamn bird. College was like, maybe it's just IT as a topic, but I thought college was a fucking joke. I didn't bother finishing because honestly I was just teaching myself everything and I got tired of paying the school for me to teach myself. God damn it. Whatever. And yeah. I'm glad I don't owe that school any more money. It's nice being debt-free from college, let me tell you. Because in those 3 years, I racked up like $50,000 in debt, in student loan debt. Yeah, and honestly, the big thing with IT that I learned when I was in college, Bones, is that the degree literally doesn't matter. Because you just need to get certifications for everything anyway. And the school doesn't offer the certifications, your fucking job will tell you what certifications you need. I learned that very fucking quickly when I started my internship. I'm like, wait, so why the fuck am I paying you guys? Yeah, the worst part about the proof of learning is that the school didn't teach me jack shit. I called IT Google the degree. Because effectively, that's outside of the usual, like, topics that people do. Like, You have to take, like, random courses in, like, you know, in math and science and shit just for the sake of doing it. Oh, I just realized. What is my total? 28. Still only 2 silvers, bro. Am I going to have to swap to gold farming for this? Normally, I would have gotten a silver respawn by now. I'm actually surprised. Tomorrow, I might just do gold farming if I don't get a silver from this last one right here. Normally, I get a silver to respawn. I haven't had a single silver respawn yet today. Yeah, everything other than the traditional, like any sort of just non-specialized course that was mandatory was literally just a bunch of Googling and like learning from teaching. Learning from teaching yourself. Which really sucks to have to accumulate $50,000 in debt just to fucking Google shit. Which is unfortunately how I would describe that experience. Yeah, they're not going to do that. They might do that for Necromancer in the last tier, but it's not going to be Sanguinite. It'll be whatever you get from Fork Tower Magic normal mode. Sorry, I had to take a picture of a cat. Hello, Evan. So Vin and I just take pictures of the cats as they harass us in our individual rooms. And just send them to each other. She's literally in the room opposite of me right now, doing something on her computer. And she's just sending me pictures of bacon, so I'm sending her pictures back. The current best. You mean like online map, Evan? There's just the interactive map most people use. Bro, you know it's a degree that I feel bad for everyone who has one. Not because it's not useful. It's like because I know what they went through to get it. Dude, architecture degree is actually a form of torture. I have never seen a group of individuals more miserable than the Archie people that I knew. One of my friends in college was this this girl who was in Archie class. We were both members of one of the same honor society. I didn't do frats in college. I did honor societies because I'm a fucking nerd. And one day I like called her, I was like, hey, wanna go grab something to eat? And she's like, sure, just give me an hour so I can wrap this thing up and have a cigarette real quick, because I've been awake for the last 40 hours working on this project and I need to eat, and I need a cigarette really bad. I was like, that doesn't sound good in any capacity. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, wow. Thank you. Gotta make sure I add that to the total. Just give me a brief moment. Alright, while we're just AoEing a bunch of dudes, let me add that to the total, and we'll need the 5 for the hairstyle. Thank you. Appreciate the gifted subs. I don't even have a discount running today. I've had discounts running over the past couple weeks. I'll have discounts running on Tuesday. I'll be live very early Tuesday. I warned Sophie, too. I was like, I'm going to be live super early that day. Because the server could technically be up as early as 3 a.m. Eastern. Because that's when weekly reset is. Hi! Thanks again. So I'll probably be live pink, not because I'm biased. I mean, you should be doing it because you're biased, though. Why not have bias? The cigarette makes sense. And it's funny because we went to get wings and then she didn't eat. Which, I was like, that can't be good for you. Sorry, I got a message. Oh boy. I wasn't paying attention to where the axis started, so. Whee! I eventually grew to like doing this from the middle of the room. I don't know why, but I actually like doing this mechanic in the middle of the room. Why do I feel like I'm not seeing all of my damage numbers? I've never really experienced that here. I'm used to seeing all the damage numbers. "26 years of One Piece airing weekly, it'll be seasonal." Listen, you can't be there forever. It's got to give at some point. You can take that as an accomplishment. All the same. There's so much One Piece. So many pieces. One piece. One opportunity. Do you capture it? Or just let it slip? Alright, let's see. Did this respawn as silver? When's the next pot friend? Dude, where are my silver respawns? I'm gonna have to do golds. Because my silver respawns are just not coming in. When is next? Should be soon. 2-minute on pot timer north. No, don't shout it out! Now they know! Now they're all gonna show up. Oh, that's it? No problem. Never mind, don't come north in 2 minutes. They won't know. It's time. I'm gonna need you to stop it. Load into OC, immediately type when next pot. Acquire information, go steal pot from the people who are already there. Get gold chest, get a second pot, get a carrot, profit. Simple plan. Simple to execute, simple to see through. Oh. Pots ETA, there's the shout. No pots here, 32 minutes. That's a great shout. When pots ETA, 32 minutes. Listen, if they don't get it, they don't deserve the pots. That's a great fucking answer. Holy shit. Invite to pot shell. What do you call it when the magic pots all hold a feast? A potluck. What do you mean? I'm smart. I feel like I'm the kind of person who, if it wasn't, like, basically impossible to play because every card is banned, I would absolutely love to run a full pot deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it going tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely have to gold farm for the most part tomorrow. Because my silver chests are not respawned. We got pot! Yeah, but I mean, it's banned. Like, most of those cards are banned or restricted IRL. You can't, like, do that. Unless you're playing in, like, a rule, like a no-rule format. Like a no-ban list format. Yeah, but I just said you would need to play a format that allowed it. That's what I just said. Those were the words that just left my mouth. God damn it, bronze chests. I got a carrot, never mind. I love bronze chests. We're saving that carrot for Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. I'm still saying that you have to play that particular format. That's not any format. There's a lot of officially supported formats. You just have to pick the right one. Dude, I'll consider that a success. I actually got a fucking carrot from that. See, you don't need it. You don't need to get the silver or gold. Just get the carrot. That carrot's being saved for Tuesday. I'm not using that today. Yeah, tomorrow I will probably just mostly try. Because I can just cap the 2,000 in here. I'll probably just do a Colt Crescent tomorrow. And see if we can get any more carrots. Yeah, because I gotta do some editing. Editing and recording today. I gotta edit down 4 hours of Twitch stream yesterday. Fortunately, the length of the edited down video doesn't matter, but I do need to edit it down. Yeah, I'll be glad to be in OC again next week, like a little bit more. I mean, it's been nice just being back in here, even for a little bit. This late. I mean, if you enjoy the stories, then it's fine. If you don't, then you could pay to skip them, but it is effectively a story game that gets longer and longer, but never goes away. I'm doing Slayer tasks in the background right now, Anton. Getting close to 79 Slayer on my Iron Man. Nothing like safe spotting in the background. Saucy. Saucy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take it easy a little bit today stream-wise, because Tuesday I'll be streaming for, like, at least 14 hours. Yeah, as long as you don't mind doing the story, you're actually interested in doing the story, then having a bunch of story just means you have a bunch of stuff to do. Like, guaranteed. There's no way you can go wrong with any of the roles at this point. It's kind of actually a complaint that people have, is that it's kind of impossible to make a bad choice, or to make a, like, you just play whatever you think looks cool, and that's kind of the end of it. That's actually something that they're addressing a lot in the next expansion. They're going to be working to add a bit more individuality to jobs, but right now it's like, what aesthetic do you like, and how do you like pressing your buttons? You can also play every job on one character, so if you don't like one, you just play it. Like, look, I could just fucking, and anytime I want, just Paladin, Gunbreaker. I don't have my Gunbreakers. The Astro, Scholar, Sage, Dancer, Bard, Machinist, Red. Anything I don't have a weapon on won't work, but you get the point. Just fucking scroll through the list. And soon I can put all that on my brand new command panel. I can't wait to put all of it on. I mean, I actually am going to use the command panel a lot, so unironically, really excited for that. I can think of a bunch of stuff that's going on there. I'm going to be the one to say it. I don't think Shadowbringer gets added to the free trial. Ever. I think the free trial is long enough right now to encourage someone to make the decision. Especially given that anyone who briefly goes online and says, hey, when should I consider ending the free trial, or should I go past the free trial? How is it? Everyone's going to immediately tell them, absolutely play Shadowbringers. Which means that if they're interested in it, they're going to fucking buy it. So, I feel like one of the most notable expansions of all time for its story is likely to be a good driving factor for a purchase. Any recommended? Played Bubble Pally? I mean, you could just play Paladin here. It's kind of the jack-of-all-trades tank. It's got ranged spell sword attacks, so it's pretty easy to incorporate into most fights, even if you have to step away from a boss. It's got defensives for, like, every fucking scenario imaginable. It's got invincibility on a long cooldown. You've got wings. You just be like, get behind me. I should put clothes on, though. There you go. Yeah, and I feel... Okay, and another thing, I feel like the free trial experience, with the restrictions it has, I think it would be crazy to limit yourself with some of the things that you miss in the free trial for as long as Shadowbringers. Like, the gill cap, lack of retainers, lack of... I feel like by the time you get the Shadowbringers, you're probably already trying to decide. Like, really, should I just... Like, before you even get to Stormblood, you're probably like, maybe I should buy the base game at the very least for now. Especially if it's on sale. 200 hours in, I don't know if I could tolerate being on the free trial still at that point. Hello, Sinister. Yeah, man. I was trying to recap my silvers and get any carrots. I did get a carrot, but I didn't. My silvers are still at like 2 instead of 8. I'm just gonna have to do gold farm tomorrow instead. Gold farm and pots is what I'll do tomorrow. That'll do it, cat. Yeah, it just, all it takes is one instance of being inconvenienced for you to be like, it's like 20 bucks. But the 300,000 gill cap is rough. Because you automatically know that, like, before you even, like, get through a Realm Reborn, your gill is just going to waste. And yes, there are ways that kind of preserve it, but they aren't fantastic. Yeah, I just don't think it logically makes sense to add Shadowbringers to the free trial. I just don't think it does. Like, could they? Sure. Do I think it makes any sense? No. We don't need an even longer free trial. Yeah, for patch stuff, it's going to be on hold. Mm-hmm. And after I finish Octopath Zero, I'll finish Dispatch. I got to play the new Jackbox last night, so I got to kind of preview what we'll be doing on my birthday. We'll do that kind of in, like, later in the day on my birthday. We're not going to do that bright and early. There's really only 1 or 2 of the new Jackbox Party Pack 11 games that we can play on stream, too. I'm not doing the audio one, and I don't want to do the trivia one. I'm terrible at trivia, so I would need people who can hard carry trivia to make that one work. I don't know the last time they did Fibbage. I may get a couple of party packs just to make it work. Because there's really only, like, 2 games that make sense to do on stream. It's weird. So one of the games in the new pack, you can't do it in the same room. Like, you literally, like, you all have to make sounds into your phone. Like, use your microphone to do it. So if you're all in the same room, it gets super fucked up and just doesn't work. The drawing one is not as good as some of the other drawing ones that they've done. Like, I'm a big Drawful fan. But that one, the drawing one's not as good. There's a text-based one where it's called Doominate. I think that's the best game of the pack. Where basically they give you topics and you ruin them. So, like, for example, it could be like a plate of spaghetti and meatballs. And you could say, but the meatballs are made of glass. So, like, that's what your answer is. And then you try to see who can ruin things the best. That was the best one, in my opinion. The trivia game was fine. It's like a trivia RPG game. Where you, like, fight enemies and, like, progress through maps while solving trivia. But I'm terrible at trivia, so I have to be, like, I need people who are smarter than me to hard carry that kind of stuff. So I'll probably grab that and take a look at some of the other packs, and we'll try like a couple. Lernus, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. Be sure to get your vote.
Lernus96 just subscribe.
Vote for a hair color. I'm going to be wrapping up here probably in the next like 10 minutes or so. That 4-hour VOD I have to edit down is still going to take a while. So I definitely need to leave a lot of time. And I'm being paid to edit down that VOD, so I'm not gonna miss that opportunity. I gotta figure out what time I want to wake up on Tuesday morning as well. really early. Oh, God, when am I even going to go to bed Tuesday, like Monday? I'm probably going to go to bed by like 5 or 6. I might have to sleep in here, in all honesty. I feel like I don't want Sophie to feel like she can't do anything while I'm sleeping. I might actually sleep in my office that night. Just so I don't wake her or like nothing happens. I'll just like feed the cats and then go to sleep. Good afternoon, Avelia. You work Tuesday. Unfortunate. I know one person who won't be joining my Hell on Rails extreme parties. Yeah, if anyone else is planning on rushing through the story and going right to the EX trial, I will be doing that and making a PF probably around, well, probably as soon as possible, realistically. Yeah, I'll be blitzing my way into Hell on Rails Extreme. And then I'll beat that maybe once or twice, and then I'll go on and do the Arcadian. I wonder if we'll need to finish all the MSQ or if we'll just need to beat Hell on Rails normal. Oh, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Let's see. No. I might need to do MSQ on this guy tomorrow. Just like skip through the cutscenes. Because I'm going to use my alt to actually watch the cutscenes after I blitz through. So tomorrow I might need to make this part of my prep. It'll be to get to 8 silver chests in Occult Crescent. Or at least try to get to 8 silver chests in Occult Crescent. And maybe just get this guy through MSQ. I could also just do this off stream today after I'm done with my editing. I gotta record my weekly Q&A and I gotta edit that War Tales thing down. And then the rest of this week is gonna be all Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Decline. Leave me alone. Where is scenario guide? No, I definitely didn't do 7.2 because Targeted Tragedy is not that. I don't know which quest that is. It's in Solution 9. I guess there's a quick way of finding out. Oh, I literally haven't done any of the post-patch on this character. That might... Okay, it's going to depend on when the servers come up then. No, it's like a 4-hour maintenance. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's done anything that could solidly say that, but it's probably on opening chest. Yeah, it's only a 4-hour patch cycle. Or, I'm sorry, patch maintenance. So it'll be very, very quick. Yeah, that's pretty much correct. Anytime there's server work is when it takes a really long time. Alright, but because I'm going to have a lot of long streams this coming week and a lot of long hours with editing, today's going to be a short stream and tomorrow is going to be probably a 5-hour stream. And then we'll have like a crazy long stream on Tuesday. Expect me to be a little out of it by the time we get to the afternoon on Tuesday. I also have Hell on Rails Extreme at noon Eastern. So my goal is to have everything else other than like my phantom jobs and stuff done before then. That's what the plan is Tuesday. Like I'll beat Hell on Rails Extreme before noon, before the rest of my team logs on, but I will also be farming it. We'll all be getting our weapons, basically, is the plan. We're going to all get our weapons done But thanks for the subs. Thanks for the gifted subs. Thanks for the resubs. Sorry for the shorter stream. But I'll be back tomorrow with the regular length stream. We'll be doing 5 hours, and it'll probably all be in Occult Crescent. Most likely. So with that, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your Sundays, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, I bid you adieu. Take care.